Interview with Right Reverend Thegu. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very clearly.
Yes, now going back to the church and politics, how can you define the dynamics of this relationship? Should there be one in the first place?
Indeed, there should be a relationship between the church and state. If we read the Bible, we realize that there was a relationship between the church and the state, the prophets and the leaders. Of course, there were times that the prophets were very hard on the leaders. Thus says the Lord. Of course, when God spoke and said, be hard on the leaders, the prophets did so. But there are also instances where the leaders partnered with the state for good things to happen. For instance, when it was time to rebuild the temple towards the end of the Old Testament, we see kings who supported the project of the rebuilding of the temple. We see King Cyrus and a number of other kings after him, the kings of Persia, who supported the rebuilding of the temple. We also see Nehemiah going back to Jerusalem for the rebuilding of the wall with great assistance from government. Therefore, that relationship has been there. However, there are instances when God tells the prophet to tell the king that things are not right. We remember Prophet Nathan telling King David that he had sinned. And also the prophet speaking against oppression of the people and speaking with a lot of candor and with a lot of passion. Therefore, it is a relationship that must be looked at in a very delicate way, in a very careful way, where one does not disengage from state, but at the same time does not again get absorbed by the state. So the church must be careful not to be an extension of the leadership, of the political leadership. But on the other hand, the church should not keep off from the state, because again that would cause some challenges, because the state has been entrusted with the instruments to serve the people. Those instruments must be accessed, and therefore church must stay close to the leadership of the land.